My name is Simon. I'm a sailor, a scoundrel, and a scallywag. In this episode, Vern goes high tech. I suck a little bit less at my job, and I get a sick tattoo. All right, let's get into it. Another busy day in the shop. Vern, you have a cell phone now. Vern sent me his first text message. He's put YouTube on his phone for the first time. There you go. So now, if you click this plus button, you can create a short, you can upload a video, you can go live. You got the dollar store phone, eh? Like, what'd you pay for this thing?
I didn't, it was free.
Yeah, it shows. So you will have recorded stuff with the camera on your phone,
Yeah.
and then it'll save those files in your like media folder or whatever on your phone, and then you can watch, you can upload those videos to this to your YouTube channel directly from your phone. Of course, the best part of doing work in Degnum Bay is the scooter commute. Well, in an effort to introduce you guys more to what I do day to day at my job, I am doing a flybridge cover on this boat right here, and I am at the, I would say 80% done stage, so have a look around and see what it's like. All right, we're almost there. Just gonna do a quick entryway thing here. I had this whole zipper plan with a fastener on the rail, but you know, it just kind of works a lot better sloped off to the side, and then I can have one side clip around this side of the rail and the other side clip around that side of the rail, and then, you know, no zipper needed. It all just clips in, and it gives the whole tarpaulin kind of a direction to drip off in, and it's gonna look pretty good. I'm excited about that. Whoa, it's almost drum tight. Nice, almost there. Ow! Okay, we're almost done this. I think this will be, hopefully, tentatively the last time I fit this, but that always means there's one little thing I gotta bring it back to fix, so I'm not gonna jinx myself too hard on that one. One of the problems that I have almost every time I do one of these large covers, because they're so custom, there's like a workflow, and I found that making a template before doesn't help me much. The last one I did a template for went so completely wrong, and I felt like I wasted my time entirely making a template. So this time I didn't make a template at all. All I did was I stitched the two halves of the roll together, strung it up, and then I put a fastener dead center at the front and a fastener dead center at the back. And then I lined up my stitch line with those fasteners, put my fasteners in, and then pulled the cover taut in all other directions, marked the edges and the lines, put my hems and my seams, put the fasteners in all along the edges. So that worked out pretty good. However, as I was doing the aft port side, I was pulling it tight, didn't realize that the first fastener that at the aft section had come off, and then offset all my holes by like 2 inches. So those were just like my template holes I do with my hand punch, and then I have to take it off and put the full size holes for the hole dot snap connectors. This is all very, I don't know why I'm going so technical on this, but whatever. Anyway, the point is that I have extra holes, and now I need to make a whole cover skirt for that whole seam on the back. So it's gonna look fine, and it'll be thicker and more robust, which is nice. But it is essentially just to cover a fuck up, which sucks. So a little bit more work. I'm gonna go sew that on now, and then we're gonna go fit it for hopefully the last time. Knock on wood. Okay, well, it took quite a bit of fussing about, but I now have a cover for the fly bridge that is drum tight. Not bad at all. There's a slight possibility of water pooling in the center at the forward trunk, but it looks like it slopes off enough that it'll go away. And then these aren't obviously completely waterproof. That is just the reality of having a gaping wound there. But if he takes it down, I'm gonna probably have to make little covers for those holes because he wants to be able to have the bimini up and also have the bimini down, and it all still to work in both scenarios. So instead of putting big slots with zippers and all of that and covers and everything, which would have been large and kind of messy, I opted for just a simple hole with reinforcing, and hopefully that does the trick. I could put a sort of sleeve. I've done this before with other ones where I've done sleeves that have gone up the pole and clip on with common sense fasteners or Velcro or whatever, and they do a really good job. So we'll see what he says about that. I just opted for the cleanest solution for now. We can add something later. But yeah, that's it, man. And am I billing for all the hours I put into this? No, unfortunately I'm not. This is I think it's the third flybridge cover, or fourth? Third and a half, because I did half of one. So I'm getting a lot better at it, but I'm still not I think quite at the pro level of speed. So I've subtracted a bit on my hours on that. Not too much though. I'm a little bit kinder to myself this time. So it's another canopy, another bit of canvas done to afford some more boat parts to get my own boat done and dusted. All right, this episode is brought to you by Sensar Marine, and they are trying their hardest to put me out of business. Well, not really. This is a job I used to do a lot. I've since farmed a lot of these gigs over to Barry, and it looks like Barry might be out of a job soon because Sensar Marine offers a product that basically allows you to keep track of your boat remotely and ensure that it doesn't start taking on water. So I get this gig every winter because I'm on the dock every single day. I come in and check in on folks' boats. Here's one, and it's a little bit of extra money. I go in, I check bilge pumps, voltages of batteries, I check to see if there's any water down below, but Sensar is going to put me out of business because they've got a device that does all of that and even more. So not only does it check for water in the bilge and for your bilge pump going off and the voltage of your boat, it also keeps track of the GPS coordinates of your boat, has an accelerometer so that if there's an impact, it notifies you of that. And also it has temperature sensors, and it's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, constantly, and it's connected to cell towers, so you don't need your own Wi-Fi network to broadcast that, because a lot of folks have their boat out on a mooring ball or something. It's perfect for this type of application. Here we go. This one here has a counter. There you go. I just shifted the weight around. Here we go. This client here has a really swank setup. He actually has a bilge counter, so if it goes up a ton, then he can see that. But again, all of this is not connected to the internet, so as soon as he finds out about this video I'm about to put out, probably won't hire me next year to do this. So I can check once a week
or, maybe more often if need be, on anything going on in the boat. And yeah, it's nice because I can actually do something about it, but I'm not here 24 hours a day. I'm not keeping an eye on it constantly. I'm not checking for impacts, I'm not checking the internal temperature every time I'm aboard. Like, these are stats that you're gonna get out of a Sensar Marine communication kit. So they sent me one out, and we're gonna go install it on Perihelion, because that boat I'm not living on right now, and I have anxiety about it. So this should help. All right. Now the beauty of this system is it's pretty simple. Basically, there's a wiring loom for your battery, there's a wiring loom to get involved with your bilge pump, and then there's a sensor for the water level in your bilge, so you can tell if there's water in your bilge and your bilge pump's not working.
And in terms of installation, is quick and easy. No wire splicing or heat shrinking needed. Cables securely twist into the main unit and attach onto existing bilge wire and battery posts.
All right, I'm in my engine room and I just installed it. It really didn't take very long. Everything just kind of plugs in, and the only thing you actually have to wire is the bilge pump sensor. You want it on the chunk of wiring between the sensor for the switch and the actual pump. So as soon as it detects voltage there, it knows, hey, bilge pump's been turned on. Otherwise, everything else just plugged in. And it's actually a lot more intuitive than I expected, and it's a lot more feature-filled than I was expecting. The wiring goes to your house battery, standard, but there's also another one for the positive terminal of your starting battery. So it will monitor the voltage of both your house bank and your starter bank. The temperature sensor is not just at the communication box, but there's also another one in the water depth sounder that you put in your bilge. That everything else just kind of screwed right in, and it was super easy. It really took 5 minutes to get everything done, and that was only because I had to switch out my bilge switch because this one broke. So I put a new bilge switch in, strapped it all down, and added that extra bit of wiring. They send you a little loom to allow you to clip into the wire without having to cut or splice anything, but since I was already going in there, I chopped that down and I just gave it a nice waterproof connection that I trust personally a little bit more than the one that they gave. Their wiring is all super waterproof and nice, but that little tab in, I didn't trust that so much. So it came with the kit. I'm sure it's fine for most applications. It's just a personal thing. Anyway, let's load up the app and see what it's like. All right, it's been 48 hours and I got to really test this Sensar Marine unit. It is so much information. It's amazing, and it just takes care of my boat for me. I had to adjust a few things. The wiring was a bit too short for the size of my boat because my bottom of my bilge is so far from the top of the cabin. I had to extend the wires and move it up further to get a good GPS signal. But other than that, it has two temperature sensors. It has an accelerometer, so it can it knows when an impact has happened. Just the multiple voltages, the geofencing. It's just everything you want to know about your boat is there. It's amazing. I'm totally out of a job. This is going to replace everyone who looks after boats. This is just so much better than that. And you could do it out on anchor or on a mooring ball or anything. It's amazing. Anyway, if you're excited about this and you want to give it a shot or just check out their website, please, the link in the bio. Sensar Marine, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. I am going to be using this thing religiously. I'm just on the app all the time, just checking. The app's really good too. It's a nicely made app, which is not always the case with some of these, so I'm stoked. Anyway, thanks for sponsoring. Let's get back to the episode. All right, it's been a really long time since I've gotten a new tattoo, but today I'm getting a tattoo. Haley's going to do it for me. It's going to be really cool, really pretty big, kind of an intense tattoo to get. And yeah, I'm gonna hear in the comment section already before, just gonna head you off right now. Got a lot of viewers who are a lot older who like to tell you that it's a bad financial decision or bad decision in general to get tattoos. And well, you guys tripled the price of rent in the last few years, so there are no good financial decisions anymore. What's the estimate? How long do you think it's gonna take?
A while. It's gonna take a long time. I don't know.
A couple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it'll take me like a couple minutes for this. And then the rest of it, yeah, it's a pretty, it would take up my whole back, this tattoo, pretty much, so. Yeah, I mean, it's just line work though. And like, yeah, it's a couple different thicknesses of line work, but it's not that complicated overall. Whoever said not to put straight lines in a tattoo is rolling in their grave today.
Yeah.
Well, there's like straight lines, there's got curved lines.
Oh,
we got
lots of
lines.
circles. You gotta get perfect. That's a real pain in the ass.
What's that?
Lots of circles to get perfect,
Oh,
so that's
fine.
gonna be a pain
I actually
in the ass.
love me a circle. Close it down. Fancy? Is that fancy for your show? For once in my life. And I'm gonna mark out your arm. The top is gonna hit here, which I think is gonna work better for me, which is good. So I'm just gonna really emphasize my center lines. And then we were just gonna hold our buttholes really taut, and then we'll place it on, and we'll hope for the best. I mean, oh, not hope for the best, like it's gonna turn out, but
I'm
like,
clenching already.
dude,
Mad
I'm already
clenching.
like clenching. I've been clenching this whole time. Yeah,
Nice.
that looks like nicely centered. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, well that center point went on good. Okay, that looks good with your other tat. So that's promising. Within
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fucking around with those cam lobes up there.
Everything went on like pretty looking flat, but
Yeah.
make sure all my details are actually on there. Stencil went on good in most spots. There's a couple little moist areas, but I think it's nicely centered, so. Yeah, I'd love for your set of eyes after.
cool.
Yeah, I just gotta draw on a few
Oh,
little
it's gonna be
accoutrements,
great.
but
So excited.
it looks cool because things can be thickened up, they can't be thinned out. Sweet. Ready for the first lines? Good. Okay, yeah, might as well start right at the bottom, the tippity bottom.
Starting to crest the mountain here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we
Yeah.
keep telling him. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much. This is the pain in the ass stuff.
We're
'cause-
like 2 hours in now?
Oh, really? That's actually pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
considering I haven't really done a lot of accent lines, like,
We're well past the halfway mark.
oh yeah.
Not bad. It's starting to hurt a bit more. I'm a big soft boy. I don't win.
No, it's fine. You're allowed to feel pain.
Incorrect.
You just can't mention it.
Oh.
Everybody hurts sometimes, Simon.
Oh. How does it feel to professionally hurt people?
Good, actually.
Physically and emotionally?
I've been waiting for this
Well,
ever
you're
since
good at
the
what you
day I
do.
met you.
That's great.
This one's for Barry. Work, 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 work. No, it's fine. I honestly enjoy the struggle.
Gotta get
It's
your
just
money
like
worth.
it's kind of beefy, but I have to go over a couple lines. But that's not
You
the
heard it here
biggest problem.
first, guys. Should call my arm beefy.
It's a beef boy. That's definitely a soup. It's a soup, not a salad. That's for sure.
I'm so stoked on this.
Yeah, it is good.
what they say.
Okay, well that looks pretty cool. Thank God. Whew,
Oh,
that's a fucking doozy.
that is.
Do you want us to take a look at?
Oh, all that transmission back there really stung.
Yeah. Hey, do you like it? Say
It's
yes.
Okay, we're in the recovery phase. Tattoo looks spectacular, and I'm very happy with the work that Haley did. She is a consummate professional and absolutely spectacular, and you'd be so lucky as to get tattooed by Haley. However, I just want to say, retro, take back a little bit of what I said earlier. You personally did not increase the price of rent threefold in the last 10 years. I know for a fact that if you watch my video, you're a broke ass bitch and you sure as shit don't own any rental properties. So I'm gonna let you guys off. But just saying, like some of your classmates, year of 77, guilty. All right, see you next week on another episode